From the beaches of the South to the starry-eyed dreamscapes of the North, Alabama has a lot to offer. In fact, it's where most of my journeys began. Join me on a journey across my home state of Alabama. Florala, Alabama, a quaint town just a few miles away with a historical L&N train depot. It's the place where we were married, in the presence of our closest friends and family. Though some may be gone, you'll see some of these faces again. All relationships start somewhere, and they're only made better when you're surrounded by people who genuinely care about you both. This series is about food, but it's also about the way it connects us, and how we're all here to eat at one big table, sharing this life together. Tonight we're having dinner at the same venue we were married at. A few years ago, it was turned into a popular local restaurant called The Depot. Around the time I closed my own restaurant, Clay was working on building a new one, taking artifacts from days of old and turning them into something new. Tonight we're joined by Caleb and Jennifer, some very good friends of mine that started a charity called Cancer Freeze. Hey, Clay. That's all of us.
How are you doing?
Good. You doing all right?
Good. Thank y'all for coming out to the depot tonight.
Our pleasure. Let's see what you got. Oh, yeah.
So I figured out when we had to have met, because we were trying to figure that out one day. It had to be the alligator trot of 2011 because I printed the shirts for 2012.
Okay.
And that was our first conversation was...
I remember the first conversation about t-shirts.
Yeah.
Because your mother-in-law told me that you did them. And I was like, okay, well, I need to talk to him about Cancer Free. So I remember the conversation about t-shirts. So you said 11. So we'd only been doing Cancer Freeze for 4 or 5 years. Wow.
It went from bullhorn on a picnic table to 2 speakers when I started doing it.
It went from 15 Davidsons watching Caleb get wet.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
1,500 people or more. Yeah.
We have lots of stories. We should have made notes for many
Lots of
years.
stories.
Yeah.
So we've talked all about our history of Cancer Freeze, but haven't explained to anybody that doesn't know what Cancer Freeze is. What is Cancer Freeze? Give us the short
nutshell version is that I had lost friends and family to cancer, and I wanted to try to figure out a way to do something. I mean, I wanted to do something more than just write a check. Didn't have much money, so I couldn't write a big check.
No.
So had a conversation with a guy who did an event called Ski Freeze in Tennessee. Paid money, went water skiing on New Year's Day. He said the last time they went, they had to break the ice at the boat ramp. I said, time out. Hey, what? So I said, I'm going to do one of those in Florella. And he wasn't from Florella, but he had been through here. And he's like, nobody's coming to Florella to see you go water skiing. So well, they might not, but I'm going. So that afternoon, called the American Cancer Society and told them what we were doing. And they said, well, what if nobody shows up? I said, well, I guess you'll get a donation from me because I'm going. So I called my best friend from high school whose mother had passed away from cancer. And I told him what I wanted to do. And he said, if you're crazy enough to go skiing, I'll be crazy enough to pull you. So here we go. And that was year 1, and then year 2, we gave money to the American Cancer Society, and year 2 we gave it to Relay for Life, and then year 3 is when it kind of changed to what it is. We started learning about individuals here within our community that had cancer, and we just decided, all right, we're going to raise the money and give it to y'all. So that's what we started doing, and
they said, "Say what?"
You're right. They still say what?
Those first few years were, it was more. I think it was more of a, you're doing what? And when are you going to do it? So I was going water skiing with no wetsuit on the first Saturday in February, and we started making a little bit more money and helping some more people, and it's just kind of grown slowly. And when you hear a grassroots effort, that's what it's become. But it has turned into a truly wonderful ministry that we're honored to have It is a definitely a community effort. Though.
Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
for sure.
A very big community effort now.
It is. We have lots of people who do lots of different things to make it what it is.
Kids Freeze is the fun day.
Yes.
That's
It is
that's,
fun. It
that's
is
the
fun.
fun day. Yeah.
And I bet the recipients probably have fun too.
We tell them, look, this is a day where I really want you to focus on just having a bright day. Just let's have a positive day. It's all about you. You're the star of the show today. They got enough negativity to try to give a little bit of a positive day.
When you donate, you're having a direct impact. You're part of something. It's not just us. It's a community-wide effort.
Yeah.
And even those people that don't have that vision, or maybe they don't have the time or the know-how to put on the car show or put on the beauty pageant or whatever, just that, even that $5 donation makes such a huge difference, huge impact, because you're still part of something.
We've built this on $1,000 checks here, $500 checks there. What people don't get is
$20 t-shirts.
their $5
Yeah.
or their $20 or their $100 may be the difference in somebody spending an extra night in a hotel after treatment and not having to drive home.
Right.
That's the difference it makes.
Pennies add up to dollars,
They
and
do.
dollars add up to more dollars.
They do. There are certain people that they just want to hand me money. That they just want to hand Jennifer. They're not giving it to anybody else, and that's fine. But there are other people that walk around. Well, I don't know what to do with my money.
Put it in the bag and see me do something crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on. Dave will tell you what to do with it.
Fair enough.
All right, everybody, count down. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. There you go. Let it out. Ooh, it is cold, he said. It is always worth it.
Always worth it.
I skied for 16 years and it was always worth it.
$2,800.
That's awesome.
That's what you get.
That's what you get, a wet Dave.
This is about what we can do together and the friendships formed through those experiences. Eating together and just having a chat is a great way to remind ourselves of everything we can accomplish together and how we built those relationships with each other.
I'm headed to Montgomery, Alabama to see my grandma.
Now I'm going to take you way back to the very beginning for me, the place where I was born. Who better to share that moment with than my own grandma, who still lives there? Visiting people that are special to me is a big part of this series. Documenting special recipes is an even bigger part.
Hey, Grandma.
You got a
How you doing?
haircut.
I did.
You look lovely.
Thanks. You look good too.
Today I've asked for one of my favorite things Grandma used to make for me when I was a kid. Fried pork chops. Being back here at the house she and her husband David have lived in for over 30 years is nostalgic. The backyard was more like a playground years ago, but it's always been a place that Grandma grew her flowers. Some of them were planted almost as long ago as when our family's recipe traditions began.
Alright, $3.75 for the potatoes. I'm putting them in a cold oven. I'm sneaking a peek.
Go right ahead.
I might sneak a taste.
Okay. You can. It's just plain old banana pudding.
Nothing wrong with that. I love banana pudding. You want me to get the flour out of the freezer?
Yeah, it's in the store.
You want AP for the frying, right? Because
Yeah.
you need this self-raising for the
Yeah.
biscuits.
Yeah, if you will get me the salt down.
Okay.
Don't put that much in. I don't want to run out. You like egg yolks? You just use
You use whatever you want. I'm gonna get the eggs.
Yeah.
You probably don't need all that much milk. Here's the milk.
I don't usually put pepper in pork chops.
Oh, well, don't do it if you don't usually put pepper in your pork chops.
You like everything hot.
I like it all. You know, whatever you do. This is Grandma's fried pork chops. This is not Dave's fried pork chops. So.
I'm gonna skip that then.
Okay, skip it.
Take these and wash them first. Tell you what you can do.
What's that?
We're gonna have a big fryer
Okay.
and get the top on.
Okay. That's probably about 2 cups. I'm going to put these on this back burner here.
Yeah, that's the best place. Now that's real slow, and they do better cooks.
Yes, ma'am. I got your egg right here. You want me to
Yeah, you can.
whisk it? That was a light egg.
They're so little now that the large looks like a little.
Yeah.
Time when we used to have those eggs in the country. We did them for a big company, and they'd come pick them up. It was when I was at home.
Yeah, you grew up on a farm. You grew up in Ayrton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Good place to grow up.
I've been there many times.
Wasn't much going on for school things, and that's what we needed. We didn't have things to get in trouble with.
All right, I got your egg ready.
You just sit right here.
Yes, ma'am. You gonna add a little milk to it?
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to put the salt in it in place of putting it
Okay.
on the things because it's better. It gets all the way through.
Well, fried pork chops is one of my favorite things that you make. So
Well,
I'm like my mom. That's her favorite too.
I guess it's just better than one of y'all like the fried pork chops, don't you?
Oh, I think all of us like fried pork chops. Pretty sure.
I'm going to have to put my hands in it.
That's okay. I do that too.
Let's shake off a little bit of it. Do you like a heavy crust or just a light?
I like it however you make it normally.
Well, I usually use light because I don't.
Yeah, I think when mom makes them, she makes them pretty light too. Just a light coating around the outside. I'm starting to smell those sweet potatoes. You want me to
See,
check them?
check them out. Yeah. But be sure you have on a glove.
Yes, ma'am.
That glove because you can get burned.
Oh yeah, they're starting. Oh yeah, they're nice and soft now.
How
Yep,
about that big one?
big one. That's the one I squeezed. I'm gonna take it out because they're.
Well, let me tell you something. You can leave them in there even when the other's cooking because they never get
Never get too done.
too done. They just get soft.
Okay.
Yes.
You said you gotta make the biscuits, unless you want me to make
No,
them.
you can make them if you want to. I don't care. That ain't none of my business.
That's your secret recipe that you got off the side of the heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
Don't be giving away the secret recipes,
I won't.
Grandma.
This is the only one I know I have several, but I don't probably either one of them you didn't know was a secret.
Well, the secret's about to be out. The whole internet's gonna know how to do it now.
No, quit doing that to me.
No, don't you think that's great? I mean, like
No.
family traditions getting passed on, so other people can have family traditions just like ours. I think it's great. I love sharing with the world.
Yes, you do. How do you cook your beans?
Butter beans?
Yeah. Do you ever cook them?
I do every once in a while, and I usually put fat back in them. But we don't have any of that.
Well, do you,
Salt and pepper is what I
do
usually
you,
just put in.
do you like ham seasoning?
Yeah, sure.
That's-
Oh yeah, you got some ham
Right
seasoning?
here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think you told my mom to do that. I think because
Yeah.
she does it now too.
Yes, she didn't even use it before. I don't think. Oh,
Well, that's all right.
Ashley, my sister, and got me used
Your sister Mary
Doreen.
or Doreen?
We used to shop for groceries every week. Found something really good. We told the other.
You're lucky to have a sister to chat with, right?
You know how old she is now.
I do not.
She go get
You gonna tell the internet?
Yeah.
Aunt Doreen, I didn't do it. It's her. She did it. The little one.
She's gonna be 89.
89.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. What's your age?
My age is 86.
86.
Just had it in January.
40 years and a few months older than me.
Yeah.
Just a few months.
Have you put your beans in?
I haven't. It's not boiling yet.
Yes, it is.
Oh, we just started. All right. I opened the bag. You can just dump them in there if you want to.
Oh.
Do you add the ham seasoning straight away, or do you wait for it to boil again?
No.
Okay.
Just put it in there. I do need a little butter.
This little pat?
Yeah, that'd be about right.
All right. Pop's going to wake up to a delight.
He'd be so happy. No, I cook for him all the time. I cooked him a big meal one day this week.
Not fried pork chops.
Not fried
It takes a special grandson to get fried pork chops.
That's true. Now, that's all you do, just let them cook.
Yes, ma'am.
And then this, we gotta have some.
What's that? Canola oil? Like a half inch?
Yeah, so they have room to flame. Now,
All right, biscuits. I need 1 cup of self-rising flour, and then I'll get me 3/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. My favorite, Organic Valley.
how
right.
big you want?
I don't know how big you want them. They're your biscuits. You tell me.
Well,
You want it like this size?
yeah, that'd be all right.
All right. Can
They
do.
got. You're doing it so good.
Oh, thanks. You'd think I was a professional. Yeah, this will work.
They let them touch,
Let them touch.
so they'll rise. Just about right there.
All right.
Now, you do need to time those.
What do you think? 15 minutes?
You know, I think.
Check them at 15.
Yeah, yeah.
You need me to flip them, or are you going to do it?
Look them. And the queen.
Uh-huh, yeah, that's golden brown. That looks good. Yeah, they look really good.
I ain't got so much flour in it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, I mean, though, I don't like it.
That's the way you like it. Let's see those beans. Oh, yeah.
We put that butter to
Oh my gosh, look at this. I left the biscuit behind.
Get it
Slip
back
it in
in
there.
there. Hurry. You don't touch that oven.
I will not, if I can help it. All right. And they're already puffing up nicely.
You smell good. You smell that smoke.
Yes, ma'am. I do love a good biscuit. If I was given the choice between cornbread and biscuit, I always choose biscuit.
Yeah.
I do like cornbread. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying
Well, when we just having
if you got a choice, which one are you going to
like
choose?
turnips and stuff like that, and you don't eat turnips, so you wouldn't know.
Well, I'll eat them. I'll eat them now. I'm not a baby anymore, though. Now I'll eat turnips.
My kids still won't eat them, but they're not babies.
Oh, no. You can pay my mom to eat them. No way. That one looks perfect. That's mine. I want that one.
You can have it. See how they're getting brown.
Mm-hmm.
They won't brown if you have the top on them all the time. Now, if you were deep frying, they would.
Yeah, they'd be frying like super fast. All right. Golden brown.
I think those even golden.
For your viewing pleasure, it's baby me.
Eating together is something that forms bonds. Preparing food together is even better. We learn from one another not just how to cook the dishes that we cherish, but where they come from and how we got to where we are today. My grandma and I have always had fun together, and we share a special bond just like my mom had with her grandmother. Cooking with Grandma was a stop on my journey I couldn't miss.
Goodbye, Montgomery. I'm now fed and happy. Alabama holds a special place in my heart, and I love so many things about it. My kids are getting to explore it, and so am I. Now, there's only one thing left to do. Head on to the next state and see 50 by 50. Next time on 50 by 50. We dropped the big ones off at Space Camp, and now we're off to Tennessee. Yay! Come along as I experience Southern hospitality, delicious food, music everywhere that never stops, as we explore Tennessee. Like and subscribe so you don't miss a single one.